Hey everybody, welcome back. I am back with our fantastic teacher, Marla Lawson. Hey Marla.
Hi everyone. Hi Vajir.
So Marla, you told me you have a fun hand for us. I haven't seen it yet, but I have it loaded up.
Fun is
Can
the
you
operative
set it
word.
up for us?
Sure. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, so you should be north if I set this up right.
Yep, I see I'm sitting north and west is about to pass or open the bidding.
Right. West is the dealer. So here goes the auction. Pass, pass, pass.
Okay, are we going? Is this a hand where we go 4 passes?
No.
Okay.
Okay, lesson over. Right. No. So south, your partner opens 1 diamond.
Okay.
And your opponent passes. So now what do you think here?
Over to us, that 4-card spade suit, we don't have too strong a hand, so can we just respond 1 spade?
Yep. When partner opens one of a minor, your first priority is to look for a major suit fit. And you have a 4-card major, so we'll start with 1 spade.
Okay.
And
wait.
there it goes.
What? Wait,
Oh,
Marla,
no.
what happened? How could partner pass after I bid a new suit? Isn't partner supposed to keep bidding?
Yes, but a new suit by responder is forcing if responder is unlimited. When you passed initially, you limited your hand. You said, I've got less than 13 points, and so your partner can pass.
Wow.
And they did.
Okay, great. So helpful to remember, which also means, okay, partner South didn't make a mistake. Partner had the information that partner needed to decide, okay, spades are best, but we want to stay as low as possible, literally.
And remember, because they opened in 4th seat, so they might not have a terrific hand either. Let's see. So here you go. Here's the opening lead. Thanks, partner.
Got it. Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are they going to rebid, right?
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble.
They're not strong enough to bid 2 hearts. They don't have
know
6
anything
diamonds.
About our clubs.
They can't bid no trump with a unbalanced hand. So, c'est la vie. Here we go. Sometimes you land in a 7-card trump fit. So we got to figure out what to do.
So Marla, this is the challenge of the hand. Besides, why did partner pass after I bid a new suit? How do I play this hand with only 7 trumps?
Right. And the added wrinkle in the pickle is not just that you only have 7 of them, but we're missing some of the key trump cards, the queen, the jack, and the 10.
Right.
Well, generally, when I find myself in this kind of a situation, I think, okay, how can I score as many trump tricks as possible? Now, having bad trump or even short trump like this isn't always a reason not to pull trump. I'll just say that. But remember, in general, there are reasons not to pull trump. If you need them to rough losers, if you need them for transportation, or if you can't afford to lose the lead. And we have a 7-card trump fit, but I also see shortness on both sides.
Those singletons sitting opposite aces look pretty tempting, don't they?
Yeah.
So let's pause both for before you guide us through it, for folks watching, more experienced and the beginners and improvers out there. Take a second, pause the video if you need to. How would you plan your play as best you can through this? We'll see what surprises come, but what with Marla's challenge, how can we make the most of this this trump suit? How can we create the most winners with our trump cards? The few that we have. All right, Marla, help us out.
All right, and I will also give the caveat that I actually played this hand, okay, and so I jotted down the exact play of the hand, the way it unfolded.
Okay.
So when at the end, when you see everything, I wouldn't necessarily have done some of the things that the defense did. But this is what happened.
This is what happens at the table.
So we get the lead of the 4 of hearts.
Yeah.
And, well, they're probably not going to underlead the ace. So West probably has the ace of hearts. So I'm not going to waste my king. But they might have underled the queen. So we'll play small. Maybe we'll force out the ace. And surprise.
So West not only didn't have the ace, West doesn't have the queen either.
Or they're not playing either one for some strange reason.
Which,
but yeah, it's unlikely, because why would they just let us win with the jack?
Right.
Okay, so here we are. Well, now I'm going to start, like, eliminating the diamond suit here. And then I thought, okay, so now, let's work on the clubs. And
it created a nice diamond void in North's hand.
Right. And then we can start cross-ruffing. But I thought, well, okay, I've got the ace, the 10, and the jack of clubs. So I don't know if it was right or wrong. But I decided, well, I'll let the jack ride and see what happens.
Maybe we can turn that 10 into something eventually, and the ace could be a winner later on.
Yeah. So the jack loses.
Now, does that tell us where we think the king of clubs is likely to be?
Not necessarily, but it brings up an interesting point. I think they call this like restricted choice. So if East has both the king or the queen, they're sort of like equally likely to play the queen or the king.
Yeah.
But if they only have the queen, of course, they're obviously going to play the queen. So if I had another club in South, the next time around, I would lead low towards the 10, certainly. Like, try for this like double finesse thing.
Yeah.
But I don't even have another club in dummies. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it was right for me to run the jack. Maybe it was pointless, but I thought, well, this is what happened. This is what happened at the table. I'm not saying everything was played perfectly. Okay, so now they played the jack of spades. And I let this go around to the king. And I figured, okay, so now, because one thing I've learned is if you're going to engage in a cross-ruffing strategy, first you should cash your winners. So since I didn't do it initially, now I'm going to take my ace of clubs. So, like, I'm sure somebody would say you should have done that from the beginning, but I didn't. So I'm going to throw away one of my diamond losers here. And now I'm going to start roughing. I can rough this with my smaller club or spade.
And now cross rough back.
And now I'll go back here. And of course, West doesn't know that I'm void, so they'll try their king. Too bad for you. And now I figured, okay, so now I'm here in my hand. I might as well try the heart finesse.
Right, because we wouldn't want to rough with the ace of spades. That
right.
We want to get some of their. They still have a bunch of trump cards that we'd love to win with that if we can.
Right, and so the defense was actually very smart to switch to the jack of trump. Because they could see, okay, you're going to want to rough in the shorthand. Well, I'm going to make you use up your trumps. So now they did me another favor. Now they cashed the ace.
That's great.
Okay, thanks. So now my king is good, right?
With the last heart, if things all work out. But yeah, it feels great so far. Why am I nervous, Marla?
I'll tell you why. Because I'm like, okay, great. Now my king is good. They roughed it.
Oh, I had that feeling. Oh, it's like in a horror film, someone saying, "I'll be right back."
You're like, oh
no! Let me just win this trick with the king.
But the good news is, we're only in one spade.
Right.
And we've already taken 6 tricks, and we know that the ace of trump is a guaranteed winner. So we're going to make our contract.
Yep.
But so now here's kind of where things got fun. So then they played a diamond, and I ruffed small. And I figured, okay, well, play the club. And so they're going to force me to ruff with the ace, which, again, was kind of stupid on their part because that's the only trump that I have, unless they were thinking I was going to pitch one of my losers. But that was my plan anyway. So from here, what happened from here? I played the heart.
Good news is we made our contract. Can we even?
And they didn't. They pitched a diamond, so I ruffed.
Yeah.
And then the last one. So we've already made 2 over tricks. So they over ruffed each other on the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I said, I wouldn't have done a lot of what the defense did. For one thing, I would not have underled the ace and queen of hearts at trick 1. I'm not sure why they did that. And then, towards the end, I mean, they could have ruffed my 9 of hearts with the queen of spades. I mean, maybe they had reasons of their own, but they did me some favors, and I will take all the favors I can get.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's open up the questions to even the more experienced players watching. How would you have defended this? What would you have done differently if you were sitting east or west? And yes, seeing how things broke up, how they worked out, returning to the original plan that you thought of for playing this hand. Would you do anything differently now? That's a neat hand. That's fun.
It was fun. It was fun to play at the time. My partner was like, "You played that really well." I'm like, I had some help. But,
and sometimes that happens. Marla, I find it so refreshing playing through hands with you and hearing, sometimes you go, well, I'm not sure if this was the right thing, but I thought to try it. I don't even know if I would do the same thing the next time I played this hand, but worked out this time. But then, I don't know if they should have done it, because that's like, as a learner, it's like the constant voice in my head is that being like, wait, I don't know if I should have done that. Should I have done that? But I worry that I shouldn't be thinking that in my head. And hearing that voice might be okay is so reassuring.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can hear my own teacher saying to me, like, Marla, why would you do that? Why would you run? And I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't right. I'm not saying, so somebody like a more advanced person watching this video might be like, you totally should have like overtaken the jack of clubs with the ace. What were you thinking? I'm not saying it's right, and it maybe would have worked out better if I had done it that way and just immediately started cross ruffing. Maybe that works better. But this is exactly what happened at the table, and so in real life bridge, we make real life mistakes, or not even necessarily mistakes, but suboptimal decisions.
Or we go on unexpected adventures, and remember, it's just a game, and it's about having fun.
Exactly, and it's a game, and
sometimes it's just fun to try something a little bit newer.
Right.
Marla, thank you for sharing that hand with us. That's a wild hand.
I thought it was fun.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this. Leave a comment or a question below. As always, Marla teaches weekly lessons at LearnBridge Online. If you have any questions, or come by for a free trial or some more videos with Marla using the link here.
Hope to see you soon.
Thanks so much, Marla. Bye, all.
Bye.